folks, welcome to Calvin's Got Game. I'm glad you're here. Today I'm continuing on my games that I'm doing for certain letters of the alphabet, and today we are on J. Well, last week or the week before last, I did one, the I list, and Aaron, one of my viewers, Aaron Nunley, says he has Imperial Steam. Now, it's a 2021 game. Not sure Aaron has played this game yet or not, but I hope when he does, he might let me know in the comments how he liked it and all that. But this is a pretty weighty game, this Imperial Steam. It's a 4.11 out of 5 on BGG. In this game, it's a strategy game that's very economic driven. It's pick up and delivery. You're building factories and you're building routes. So certain routes have certain colors, a blue or a gray, and you're building routes through trying to get your stuff to the right place for pickup and delivery. Guys, it seems a little weighty, but hey, there's a place for those games as well. So Aaron, thank you for letting me know what game you have that starts with the letter I. Even though you might not have played it yet, I hope that you enjoy it. All right, well, let's get started with this week's edition of J Games. We're starting with J. I only have 5 this week because I don't have a lot of games that start with J or that could make this list. So I got 5. The first one is Just Survive the Game. Now this one is a kind of, I don't think you can pick it up anywhere. I got this game, it may have been even a prototype, but it's just flipping over cards and you're trying to survive whatever comes along. So it can play a big group of people. It's just quick, it's easy, it's fun. It's something that you can play beginning a game night, and it's fun to play. Is it a great, immaculate game? No, but it's fun to play. So these are the games I enjoy playing. Not necessarily they're great components or anything like that, but this game is fun to play when you're first starting out, get everybody in the mood, right? That's my number 5, Just Survive the Game. Number 4 is Jitters. Now, I've played this game a lot with my mom when I was younger, and also I played it with my wife. What you're doing is you're shaking dice, kind of like in a Yahtzee cup, and you have these dice, you roll them out. Instead of numbers on them, they have letters, and you have these cards that you have to put these, spell out certain letter words, or like a 3-letter word, a 4-letter word, and you'll get points for that, and you try to accomplish to do those as many as you can with the dice that you have. It's a lot of fun. It's timed. It has a timer, you know. So it's clicking around there. You want to hear that sound again? But anyway, so the timer is going on, and guys, it's stressful, but it's fun. It's also teaches you how to make some words. They are smaller words, so you can play this with some smaller kids as well. It's a great family game. It's older game, but Jitters is my number 4. Number 3, and I kind of cheated with this one. This was Jumanji Flux. I really enjoy Jumanji Flux. I'm not a big Flux. Some of the Flux games with some of their themes, if you're not real familiar with the themes, the Flux game just kind of loses it. But if you're familiar with the theme of the Flux, then you'll get into the Flux game a lot more. And I am into the theme of Jumanji. I really like the older movie with Robin Williams. I like the newer one with The Rock and those folks. But good movies both ways, but Jumanji is my number 3. Jumanji Flux, not Jumanji. Jumanji Flux. All right, number 2 is a small card game called Junk in My Trunk. Now, it's not the party game where you're trying to pop a balloon on somebody's behind. That's not it. Or Kleenexes, I don't know. There's some game out there like that. You strap something around your waist and anyway, it talks about the junk in the trunk. But this is a card game called Junk in the Trunk, and what you are is elephants, pachyderms, right? At a circus, and you're cleaning up the circus. And so you have cards in your hand. You get dealt cards in your hand, and you have 3 cards out in front of you. You get, I think, 7 cards, and you'll get dealt 7 cards and 3 cards face down. So out of those 7 cards, you have to decide 3 cards you're going to lay down face up that everybody can see. Now, you don't even get to look at the cards that are down there, right? You may later on in the game, but at first you cannot. So what's going to happen is you're going to play a card out. It may be a number 1 which says peak. and you can peek at one of your cards or one of someone else's cards. So you can peek at that bottom card and then put it back down, okay? Face down, so that you know what's under there. Because eventually you're going to have to play these cards once the entire deck runs out and you've gotten rid of all the cards in your hand. The object of the game is to shed all your cards, right? But if you can't play, you have to pick up all those cards. Now there's ways to mitigate how many cards you pick up, because there's cards that make you discard the whole pile into the trash bin. There's other things. If you do a pachyderm, you can throw those away and then take an extra turn. So there's a lot of ways to mitigate your way of losing cards in this game, which is great. But the thing is when somebody plays a 1, you have to play a 1 or higher. If somebody plays a 50, it goes from 1s, and in between it skips some numbers, goes to 25 and then to 50. So if you get to 50 and you don't have something you can play higher, you got to pick up that whole stack and you got to try to get rid of those cards. But once you get rid of all the cards, once all the cards have been drawn and all the cards in your hand are gone, you'll play the face-up ones first off the top of the cards that are face down. And then once you're able to play the cards that are face down, you don't have any more face-up cards. Or if there's not a face-up card on top of one, you can take it, look at it. If it'll play, you can play it. If not, you have to leave it face down. So it's kind of a memory game as well, and then you'll have to pick up the pile. Guys, it's a lot of fun. If you ever played a card game called Hands and Feet, kind of similar to that, where you have a hand, a card, and you have a foot, and then you get rid of your hands, you can pick up your feet and then shed those cards as well. It's kind of the same basic concept, just a lot more fun. So Junk in My Trunk is my number 2. Small little card game, which I enjoy those. And my number 1 is a racing game, pirate theme, Jamaica. Jamaica is a blast. Guys, there's some battling with the pirates, warring each other on the boat. You're moving around the island trying to get treasure. Each card that you play, that somebody rolls dice, they place one for the daytime, one for the nighttime, and you choose which cards you're going to play for day and night. So you may collect loot on the daytime, you may move at night, or you may collect loot on both of them, or you may collect some cannonballs so you can fire at other folks or load the cannons or whatever it is. Or you'll move and you'll get to a place where you can just get the treasure. But wherever you move to, you have to be able to pay the cost that it is to dock there or port there, so you can make it to the finish line of the race, right? And the first one to cross is the winner, and then you get points for whoever is, so far back. Each person gets so many amount of points. Guys, I enjoy this game. It's a lot of fun. That's my J games, guys. Jamaica was my number 1. That's the J games for this time. What J games do you have that you enjoy playing? Maybe I missed some. Give me a comment and I'll mention you next video. Guys, as I always say, get a board game to the table. Spend time with your friends and family. Hey, and thank you for watching Calvin's Got Game.